Hey guys, Lewis here, and in today's video I want to review Coursera. So this is going to be a Coursera review. Coursera, if you don't know, is a learning platform. It's an e-learning platform, but it is very different from other e-learning platforms like LinkedIn Learning or other stuff, and I'm going to talk about that in this video. You can actually get professional certificates or even degrees, actual bachelor's degrees or master's degrees from accredited prestigious universities on Coursera while studying at home and so on. So I'm going to talk about that as well. Now, there are a few issues with Coursera, specifically with the way it's sort of the assignments and stuff. And it can be a bit expensive at times. So I'm going to talk about that as well. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the pricing, and at the same time, I'm going to take this as an occasion to sort of walk you through the different sort of features of Coursera and what you can expect. So Coursera was actually launched in 2012 by these two people, Daphne and Andrew. And so in 2012, I was around, actually. I was in college myself, and I used Coursera as part of, I think, one or two of the courses that I attended at my university. So you don't need to be in a university to use Coursera, but some universities actually make use of Coursera to, give their classes. So Coursera, they actually partner with a lot of top universities. So I'm going to show you here. There's a list of partners. I'm going to put a link in the description to all of those universities. It's not just universities. There are also companies like AWS, Amazon Web Services, but you get a lot of very prestigious universities. And in my opinion, this is the main value proposition of Coursera. You can actually, take courses or even entire actual degrees from top universities from around the world, from the comfort of your home. So, for example, here I'm on the. I'm going to put a link to that in the description again. So if you want to have this list, and that's going to lead you to the courses and the degrees that these companies and universities offer. So click the link in the description. But here I'm going to look for, Massachusetts. No, wait, it was Stanford, actually. Stanford has courses on Coursera. You can go to, Berkeley. You can go to Caltech. Or you can go, this is just for the United States, but if I go to United Kingdom, then you'll see that there is Cambridge, there is Oxford as well. So a bunch of very prestigious universities are on there, and you can take their courses for a fraction of the cost, or even entire degrees for a fraction of the cost, from the comfort of your own home. Now, courses on Coursera, it depends on the course, but a lot of them are actual university courses. So depending on the program that you're enroll in, for example, here I have a list of courses. I actually looked for Python courses, which is a programming language. I take a look here at all of the offerings, and some of them are actual university courses. Like, for example, this here, University of Michigan. This is a specialization, so I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, but this is a set of courses, and some of these courses are actually credit eligible. Now, you can use the credits that you earn by completing those courses and their assignments and all that. I'm going to talk about that. You can use those credits and those credits are going to count toward an actual degree that you may get, like a bachelor's degree or a master's degree. You can transfer those credits. It's just like university credits, all right? Now, I'm going to talk about how much it costs depending on the program. So you have 6 kinds of programs on Coursera. First of all, you have the free courses. Here, for example, I have a course, Python for Data Science, AI, and Development. And I do realize that I'm showing you a lot of tech related courses, but Coursera has offerings for all kinds of courses, psychology, marketing, and so on. It's just that I'm in tech, so that's what I'm showing you. So this is a course, for example, and What you do actually is that you get videos and assignments and quizzes, and you can pay at the end if you want a certificate that you completed that course, and you can put that on your resume. You also have the guided projects like this one, for example. Again, this is a tech-related course, Build an Expense Tracker app in Django. Now, the guided projects, that's what they call them. It's just a project. They typically last for much less time. So here it's 4 to 6 hours. And this is like a sort of a tutorial, a long tutorial to learn a specific skill. And here the pricing for this is going to be a lot less expensive. It's going to be $9.99 per month. It kind of depends, the pricing is going to change over time, I'm assuming. So I'm going to put a link in the description so you can actually take a look at the pricing. Now, you also have the specializations. For example, here, University of Michigan, Django for Everybody specialization. Specializations are going to take longer, typically several months. So you have 2 months at 10 hours a week. So it's a total of about 80 hours that you have to invest in this specialization here. And the specializations are actually, you get a certificate at the end by completing the assignments. And this is going to cost you about $49 to $79. Depends on the specialization, but $49 to $79 for the specializations. And there are also other programs which are kind of similar, which are called professional certificates. So that's the pricing approximately. Again, I'm going to put a link to the pricing page in the description because it's likely to change over time. Now, one of the great things about Coursera is that you don't only get, like online courses and specializations and stuff like that. If you want to get an actual college degree, like a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, you can do that on Coursera. There are lots of degrees that you can get on Coursera, and it's pretty flexible. You can do them from home. And usually it's a lot less expensive than if you were to attend the actual university. Although, in a lot of cases, still there's some, degree programs that are pretty expensive. So it really depends. But you can get, first of all, there are these, they call them master track. So it's not a master's degree, it's called a master track certificate. This is kind of like the specialization thing I showed you before. It's going to last probably a little bit longer. So for example, here, University of Michigan, social work master track certificate, 4 months. It's typically 4 to 6 months approximately. And the difference with the professional certificates or the specializations is that here it's like a master's degree, but it's partial. So you get some of the credits, actual college credits that you can use toward a degree. And so it's transferable. You can do a master track and then complete the entire master's degree if that's what you need. So these are actual college credits. All right, now for you also have the actual degrees. So it's not a master track here, it's really a master's degree. For example, here from Berkeley, Master of Advanced Study in Engineering. And you have a bunch of other degrees. It can be bachelor's degrees or master's degrees. So typically, as far as pricing goes, it really depends on the program when it comes to actual degrees. For example, here, Berkeley, this master's degree here is going to be $42,000 in total. So it's pretty expensive. If you want to take, individual courses, again, it's going to vary, but you should expect about $2,000 per course, and you're going to get the college credits for these courses. Typically, for the entire degree programs, like bachelor's degrees or master's degrees, I would say you have to have a budget of at least like $8,000, and again, it really depends on the university. Now, there's another offering as well with Coursera. If you're not necessarily interested in the, actual like college degrees, there's something called Coursera Plus. I'm going to put a link to that in the description, but I feel like it's a pretty good offering. I recommend that you start with that if you don't know where to start, because it gets you access to thousands of courses and specializations and certifications. I don't know about the specializations, but definitely like the certifications and the courses. You have access to all of these in a subscription package. I think it's like $59 a month, but you can get a 7-day free trial. If you click the link in the description, I'll put a link to the free trial. It's $59 a month and $399 per year if you choose to do it yearly. So that's what I recommend that you start with. Now, I'm going to give you my own experience, my own opinion of like using Coursera on a daily basis, back when I was in college, and sort of my own opinion of the whole website. Now, Coursera is very easy to sign up for. It's just like a normal website. There's no like paperwork or anything. It's not like a university. You can find specific courses very easily on the, if you go to the homepage here, you can just type something. For example, I want to learn, JavaScript, which is a programming language, and then it's going to display all of the, courses and specializations and so on, and even degree programs that I can sign up for. Or you can go to the sidebar here and explore sort of the different subjects. And obviously, tech related stuff is pretty popular, but you also have a bunch of other stuff that you can get into. Now, when you go on an individual sort of course or specialization page, for example, I'm going to click on here, which is a course by Meta, formerly Facebook. And this is going to show me a bunch of information about that course, like the reviews, the recommended experience, the time to complete, and the schedule. And most of the time for the schedule, it's going to be pretty flexible, so you can complete the course or the specialization at your own pace, and there are not going to be any kind of hard deadlines. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. So once you sign up for a course, you will actually get access to, like an interface like this, where you have, usually it's, the course material is divided by week, and you have access to all of the content here, the video content. Most of the time it's, a bunch of videos, but then it's intertwined with a bunch of assignments and a bunch of quizzes as well, or a bunch of reading assignments as well. So they're going to link you to other pages that you have to read and so on. You will also have, as I said, at the end of videos, usually you have quizzes to test your understanding of the video. So this is, you get the results instantly, but you get also graded assignments, which usually happen at the end of modules. So at the end of a week, you get a graded assignment. It's going to test your understanding, and I'm going to talk about that because this is kind of an issue with Coursera. But you also get like discussion forums, which are, forums where you can ask questions. And I find this very useful when you get stuck on a specific, video or a specific assignment. You can go to the discussion forums, and usually you'll find people who have had the same issue as you've had, or you can ask the question. Now, let's talk a little bit about the assignments, which is, in my opinion, it's a bit of an issue on Coursera, and I think a lot of people have noticed that. The assignments are peer graded, meaning that, the other people taking the course are going to grade your assignments, and you are going to grade the assignments of other people taking the course. So the good thing here is that it's flexible, right? There's no hard deadline for assignments. You can do them whenever you want, and your assignment is typically going to be reviewed within a week and by multiple people. The number of people that is required to review your assignments, it depends on the course. I think it's the instructors that set sort of the, okay, we need 2 reviewers per assignment, or I think that's how it works. And your grade on the assignment is going to be the average of all those reviews. So typically, as I said, you should expect a grade in about a week. And I recommend that you actually stick with the due date, even though it's flexible. The problem here is that if you submit an assignment more than 3 days late, then you're going to need more people reviewing your assignment to actually get it, validated. So the problem also is that if you're very late when you submit an assignment, you may not actually get enough people reviewing your assignment. So you're going to have to wait and keep on submitting your assignment until there are enough reviewers to review your assignment and actually validate it. And the biggest problem here with Coursera in general, I would say, is that the assignments are peer reviewed, they're peer graded, so you don't actually get like a course assistant. Like when you go to a brick and mortar university, the assignments are graded, or the tests, the exams are graded by actual assistants or by the professor him or herself, and so you get access to that kind of expertise. But in the case of Coursera, it's going to be peer graded, so you're not going to get access to actual experts, which is kind of the problem. But at the same time, like with Coursera, you get access to courses from top universities at a fraction of the cost. So that is to be expected, right? So there's just no way around it. So that's pretty much it. This was my review of Coursera. Once again, I'll put all the interesting links in the description, especially Coursera Plus if you want to check it out. There's a 7-day trial. And that's it. I'll see you in the next video.